And action.
My dad and I were both.
The heavy metal maroon door slams shut.
It's a moment of clarity. Going to the bar.
Expecting my mother always to be.
As I waited and reflected on the last year, I became overwhelmed with emotion. I thought about the 15 years I had with my mom because she chose to live with me. The 5 years of care I provided at the end because she could no longer care for herself. The decision that was made 10 months ago that my mother would get better care in a home designed for Alzheimer's patients. A decision I adamantly disagreed with. But most familiar was my mother's words echoing in my head, the words she left me with every visit. "It really hurt me you didn't want me anymore, honey." Having my mother believe I didn't want her was the most painful piece for me. Being the baby of 8, I was thrilled she chose to live with me, and I took the role of being her caregiver with great pride. I saw it as an opportunity to give to her all the love and care I wish she could have provided to me as a child had things been different. I also saw it as a way to be available for her in a way I couldn't be when I was using substances. I'm well aware that my journey of recovery has allowed me to be here today with my family, and I am truly grateful. It gave me the ability to let go of the anger and the hurt, to have the awareness that we all wanted what was best for Mom. We just had a very different idea of what best looked like. I chose to believe that we all did as well as we could under very difficult circumstances. As the day progressed, I could hear the rattle of my mother's breath deepen. It had been about 12 hours at this point, and my mother's heart showed no sign of slowing down. So my family decided they were going to go home and get some rest. I had no intention of leaving. I still had something left to say. When it was just Mom and I went and sat by her side. I lifted back the fuzzy blue blanket and I reached for her tiny hand. "Mom," I said, "I love you, and taking care of you has been the greatest blessing for me. There was no part of me that didn't want you. I treasure the time we had together, and I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world." My mom was 4'10" and pretty famous for putting her hand on her hip to offer some sassy reply. So picturing this, I said, "Mom, you need to wake up so we have this conversation together. Or if you're listening, please let go and go home so I know you heard my truth." Within 20 seconds, I could feel the clamminess and cold come into her hand, her breathing shallowed, and she passed. Holding my mom's hand as she took her last breath was truly the most painful and spiritual experience I've had. I was substance-free, anger-free, fully present, and heartbroken. I was also at peace. I had this awareness that I had come full circle. I had no regrets. My recovery had allowed me to become the daughter I aspired to be.